got a way of finding you. Just look at this trouble you're in.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday Live ReWInd Part 3 as we go back in time and look at some of the previous highlights of the shows that we've held every Tuesday night for the past, well, this is the 38th episode. And thanks especially to you for watching every week because, you know, if nobody's shown up and watched the show, you know, I probably would have made it to maybe 20, 25 episodes just kind of watching myself perform on the internet before I probably ran out of steam. But with people watching, it's give me a lot more energy to get going. Have a fantastic show. We're sure going to run over time again this week, so I apologize if anybody has to leave, and you know, feel free if you have to go do something else. But what are you doing in a pandemic anyways? Just hanging out. So I hope you don't mind if we go a little over time. I want to try to fit as much goodness in to the show tonight as I can. And we do have, we're planning some shows coming up the next 3 weeks. We're going to do some Christmas seasonal songs of the season shows. If you have any requests, send them in. Let us know what songs you'd like to hear, your favorite holiday songs, and we'll do our best to try to do them. And if there's any performers, artists, singers out there you want to perform, certainly looking for people to play. The more, the merrier. And even if some of you who are regular audience members who maybe wouldn't feel comfortable getting up or putting your phone on and recording yourself singing some other song, sing a Christmas carol with your family or by yourself or with your partner or with your kids or your grandkids, whatever you want to do. And send that in. We'd love to have that as well. So anyways, let me know what your favorite songs are, and hopefully next week we'll start getting into the Christmas spirit, so to speak. Tonight we got a fantastic show. A lot of your favorites from the last third of the show anyways we're going to look into here. And I know there's a lot of birthdays coming up. Today's actually my older brother John's birthday. I don't think he'll be watching tonight because I know I talked to him a little earlier and he was going for a walk with his grandkids in the snow. So he may not be watching, but it's his birthday. I know there's some other birthdays coming along too. I think Tim Farrell has a birthday somewhere around here, our Tuesday Live news anchor. So anyone who's had a birthday, I thought I'd pull out of the archive Sandy McKay out on the water singing a birthday song, which I think a lot of people hadn't heard before, and I hadn't heard before. And I thought it was really good, and he sang it for his wife Jo, and but I'm gonna marry Jo actually. I'm gonna put it on for here so we can have everybody else who has a birthday around this time of year. So here's Sandy McKay.
They were gonna let second grade out early today, which made little Jojo kind of blue because she just turned 7 years old today, and she thought she'd have a birthday at school. She got back home and she's taken off guards, chairs and tables all over the yard, and her friends jump up and they holler real hard, "Happy birthday to you." It makes me think of the good old days. Happy birthday to you. You sure grew out of your baby ways. Happy birthday to you. It's your 7th birthday, we wish you many more. Health and wealth and friends by the score. Cut the cake and let's eat some more. Happy birthday to you. Jojo's 22 now and she's working with her pop. She forgot she had a birthday at school, and they're putting in a whole new system at the shop, and she forgot she had a birthday due. She gets back home and she's taken off guards, chairs and tables all over the yard, and her friends jump up and they holler real hard, Happy birthday to you. It makes me think of the good old days. Happy birthday to you. You sure grew out of your baby ways. Happy birthday to you. It's your 22nd birthday. We wish you many more. Health and wealth and friends by the score. Cut the cake and let's eat some more. Happy birthday to you. Now it's old woman Jojo in a rocking chair, admiring the view, just like this. And she's still got all her teeth and she's still got all her hair. And today she's 56. She turns in her chair and she's taken off guards, chairs and tables all over the yard. And her friends jump up and they holler real hard, happy birthday to you. It makes me think of the good old days. Happy birthday to you. You sure grew out of your baby ways. Happy birthday to you. It's your 56th birthday. We wish you many more. Health and wealth and friends by the score. Tune up the fiddle. Let's dance some more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the beautiful Kennebecasis River. Talk to you later.
Thank you, Sandy, and thanks everybody for those birthday wishes from my big brother John. I'm sure he'll appreciate them, or appreciates them. And if you don't, I mentioned it last week, but Sandy and his daughter Zara have produced a fantastic CD. You can find it on Bandcamp. They call themselves the Bouquets, Bokays, and it's a fantastic CD. You can order actually a physical CD from them, or you can download the music right there. But it's all Randy Sutherland songs from Guelph, so I'd certainly encourage you to check it out. Talking about fantastic songs, this next song was much earlier in the season we heard it, but it seems an appropriate song to play on December 1st. It's called Long December, and it's performed by two Tuesday Live performers we don't usually associate together, Kathy King and our Tuesday Live newsman, Tim Farrell, who also happens to be a pretty decent guitar player. So Kathy and Tim.
Long December and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I can't remember the last thing that you said as you were leaving. Now the days go by so fast, and it's one more day up in the canyon. One more night in Hollywood. If you think that I could be forgiven, I wish you would. Na-na-na-na, 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 yeah. Smell of hospitals in winter, and the feeling it's all a lot of oysters but no pearls. And all at once you look across the crowded room to see the way the light attaches to the girl. And it's one more day up in the canyon. One more night in Hollywood. If you think that you might come to California, I think you should. Na-na-na-na, 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 yeah. Drove up to Hillside somewhere after 2 a.m. Talked a little while about the year. guess the winter makes you laugh a little slower, makes you talk a little lower about the things you could not show her. And it's a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I can remember all the times I tried to tell myself to hold on to these moments as they last. And it's one more dip in the canyon, and it's one more night in Hollywood. And it's been so long since I've seen the ocean, I guess I should.
Thank you, Kathy and Tim. A fantastic rendition of that song. Anybody ever seen Tim look so serious? So usually he's much more jovial. But anyways, great tune. And let's hope it's not too long in December. Although I do like December to kind of drag out a little bit because, you know, you can enjoy the Christmas lights and the Christmas festivities. I always thought that, you know, that transition between childhood and adulthood happens when, you know, when Christmas, you know, when you're a kid, Christmas seems to take forever to come, and when you get older, when you become an adult, Christmas just kind of jumps right up on top of you, and it comes really quickly. So that's always thought was the transition between childhood and adulthood. We have another great duo up who performed for us earlier in the year. We all know Bob McLean. He was on the show quite a bit for a while, his Celtic stylings, and we certainly enjoyed his fantastic musicianship. And he brought on a friend, Carol Pines, and together they're Mactala Road, and they played this song for us called King's Shilling.
All my love has left me with barons to war, and that's the last of him I ever saw. He joined the army and he marched to war. He took the shilling, and he's off to war.
Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling, and you're off to war. Oh, he stood proud as he marched along, with his kilt and sporran, and his musket gun. And the ladies tacked him as he marched along. He sailed out by the Broomy Law. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling, and you're off to war. Well, the pipes they played as they marched along, and the men they sang out their battle song. March on, cried our captain gay. For king and country, we will fight this day. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling, and you're off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling, and you're off to war.
much worth no more. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. The men they fought and the men did fall, cut down by bayonets and musket ball. And many of these brave young men would never fight for, could never fight for their king again. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. For my love has left me with barons to war, and that's the last of him I ever saw. He joined the army and he marched to war. He took the shilling, he took the shilling, and he's off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war.
Thanks, Bob and Carol. Fantastic song. I'm going to try to talk, see if get Bob and Carol to do some Christmas music. I love the whistle, the penny whistle, and or the tin whistle you want to call it. I love any sort of the Celtic pipes, and certainly love to hear some Christmas music that has some Celtic pipes in it as well. We seem to be running a bit of a duet sequence here, and another much loved duet we had on earlier in the year was Bette Smith, who we've seen in various iterations, certainly with her partner, musical partner Rob Curry. Saw actually a couple episodes ago, and here we see her with her dad Blair Smith, and they do a song by Bette, which I'm not sure at this when she recorded this version for us. It didn't even have a title yet, but I know Bette has a new CD I think coming out in January. So check her out, Bette Smith on. You can find her on Facebook for sure. And check that out because I know she has a new CD coming out. Maybe this song will be on it, and maybe it'll have a title. But here's Bette and Blair Smith.
Hello, I'm Bette. This is Blair. We're going to play you an original song. I don't know if it has a name yet. It has a question mark at the end of the name. So, anyway. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's hard to imagine finally letting go. It's been 10 years or so
Thanks, Bet and Blair. It must be pretty special to play and sing with your daughter, especially when she's as talented as Bet is, and it's pretty clear where she gets a lot of that talent from. Blair, fantastic, a singer and guitar picker as well. Our next performer is, he's been on the show more recently, but he came on and has been a real strong supporter and performer over the last few months of the show. But this is the first song he played on the show, and it was actually a song he sang in his daughter's wedding, which is pretty special, kind of connects us to that last song as well. Here's Alan Edmonds.
Hey Rob, thanks for inviting me to play a tune on the show. I played this song at my daughter's wedding last year, not live of course, because I had to walk her down the aisle and this was going to play in the background. This is Forever Like That by Ben Richter. I'll be your rainy day lover whenever the sunny days end, and whatever the weather, we'll have each other, and that's how the story will end. Well, I'll be your shade tree in summer if you'll be my fire when it's cold. And whatever the season, well, we'll keep on breathing, 'cause we'll have each other to hold. And I'll hold you, and I'll sing. I wanna love you forever, I do. And I wanna spend all of my days with you. I'll carry your burden, be the wind at your back. Yeah, I wanna spend my forever, forever like that. Well, I'll be the words on the pages if you'll be my sweet melody, and the tune can keep changing and I'll keep arranging, and this is the song that we'll sing. And I'll hold you and I'll sing. Yeah, I wanna love you forever, I do. And I wanna spend all of my days with you. I'll carry your burden, be the wind at your back. Yeah, I wanna spend my forever. When the rain comes, I'll be your shelter. When the wind blows, we'll be together. When the storms they rise, I'll be right here by your side, and I'll sing. I'm gonna love you forever, I do. I'm gonna spend all of my days with you. I'll carry your burden, be the wind at your back. Yeah, I wanna spend my forever, forever like that. Thanks a lot. See you guys next time.
Thanks for that, Alan, and all the other songs you've done over the show. A little later on into the later episodes of the show, we also had a young country singer that showed up, courtesy of my friend Marshall Ward from the Waterloo Chronicle and the Bond Park podcast, who put me on his trail, and we did get him to do a few songs. And this is his first appearance on the show, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nick Boardman, an aspiring country singer-songwriter from right here in Waterloo. I'm here with my buddy Johnny Lansine from a local band called the Four Corners. He's the drummer for them. They do a lot of great stuff, check them out. But tonight me and Johnny are going to do Hank Williams Jr.'s Family Tradition. It's a good song, one of the best songs if you had to ask me, so we're going to do it right now tonight for you.
Country music singers have been a real close family. Lately, some of my kinfolks have disowned a few others of me. I guess it's because I kind of changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke that family tradition. Get on now, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, everybody made my prediction. If he gets stoned and sings all night long, that's a family tradition. I am very proud of my daddy's name, although his kind of music and mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over, put yourself in my position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, that's a family tradition. Well, don't ask him, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? If I'm down in a honky-tonk and somebody tries to give me friction, oh, so leave me alone, I'm singing all night long, that's a family tradition. Some ladies, I have loved Jim Beam. They both tried to kill me in 1973. And when my doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? I said, oh, it's our bones, I'm just carrying on my old family tradition. So don't ask them, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Stop and think it over, put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, that's a family tradition.
Thanks for that, Nick. Fantastic song. And Johnny on guitar accompaniment. Great old Hank Williams the third, right? Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams the third is another artist that sort of like in the Hank Williams lineage. But anyways, thanks for that, Nick. Really appreciate that. Hope to maybe get you to sing some of the country Christmas song maybe for us coming up. And speaking of country, our South North Carolina correspondent Pat Ricky Bobby, we learned a few weeks back that he was running for president of the United States of America. And I'm not sure how he's done. I thought I heard something or saw an article where Giuliani had mentioned him in one of his their lawsuits up in North Carolina or somewhere. But anyways, let's go back, take a little trip back in time and revisit Pat Ricky Bobby's run for president.
How y'all doing? I'm Pat Ricky Bobby, semi-retired professional driver bootlegger. Now, I know you ain't seen me in quite some time. You see, I've been very busy. I have thrown my hat into politics. That's right. I'm officially a candidate for the position of the President of the United States of America. So I have created my own political party called the Repocrats. You see, I took the Repo part from the Republicans and the Crats from the Democrats. That's what you all call a compromise. Now, to break this down a little bit for you, Crats comes from that fancy word aristocrats. Y'all know those rich folk? And we all know where repo comes from, the repo man. So, as your Repocrat president, I will act to repo things from all those rich folks and share with the rest of us all. Now, time for a viewer question.
Answer me this, Pat Ricky.
Hi, it's Dandy Betty Sue. I'm at a disclosure location. I don't want my triple ex-husband finding me. Hey, 62, I got a question for you. I understand you're running for the President of the United States. I was wondering, what is your election platform?
Well, welcome back, Dandy Betty Sue, with another insightful question. Many people have asked me about my election platform before, but Dandy, you are the first one to publicly ask me about my erection platform. Now, this is a question that you will never hear that orangey feller or the malarkey man answer, but I will. You see, my erection plan involves erecting NASCAR flagpoles at every residence in the whole U.S. of A. It will allow folk a safe way to display their support for their favorite NASCAR driver. It's a large part of my Make NASCAR Great Again strategy. Anyways, I'm sure you all want to hear the inside scoop as to why it's taken so long to count all the votes. Let me tell you a little bit about North Carolina in particular. You see, the Carolinas is in the heart of NASCAR country. And we have a special race here that is close to all of us, the Southern 500. Now, this is a 500-mile race. However, the track is more than a mile long. So with some fancy math, turns out you only need to do 367 laps to win that race. Now, this is such an important cultural event for us that even our public schools only teach kids to count up to 367. It seems there ain't any real life reasons to go beyond that number. In fact, you ask anyone from North Carolina what comes after 367, and they'll tell you the checkered flag, victory lane celebration, and a few cold beers. So it just ain't natural for us to count more than 367. So they've had to resort to using fancy calculators to tabulate the votes. Unfortunately, all of these calculators are solar powered, and you know, with that time change, well, it's just slowing things down.
Well, thank you, Pat, Rick, and Bobby, for that little explanation of what's going on down the, or what went on down the election down in the United States of America. And I see Fishy Fish is back in the house. I thought Fishy Fish was absent tonight, but good to see him back there along with everybody else. And we're going to go do a song now. This is a song that that I performed with some of my friends. It was a request from Stan McRae, our resident photographer. So at Stan request, we played again. So here we go again. It's a song called The Wait.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... I pulled into Nazareth. I was feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned, shook my hand, no was all he said. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny and put the load right on me. I picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. when I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side. I said, hey Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny and you put the load right on me. Go down, Miss Moses, there's nothing you can say. It's just old Luke, and Luke's waiting on the judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Or take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free. Or take a load off Fanny and you put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed me and he caught me in the fog. He said, I'll fix your rack if you'll take Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, you know I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him when you can? Take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free. Or take a load off Fanny and put the load right on me. Catch a cannonball to take me down the line. My bag is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one. Send me here with her regards for everyone. Or take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free. Or take a load off Fanny and you put the load right on me.
Well, thank you, boys, for helping me with that song. That was, I really enjoyed doing the weight. And now we go, instead of going from the beauty of the beast, we go from the beast to the beauty and the fantastic talent of Paige Warner.
The sky opens up when we touch it, it's making me sing. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can wait another second. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy. I don't do well with the drama. No, I can't stand being fake. I don't believe in Nirvana, but the way that we love and the night gave me life, baby, I can't explain. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy, holy, holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can wait another second. go crushing. Wise men say fools rushing. I don't know. They say we're too young and pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools rushing. I don't know. Will you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me? Feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a truck star. Can wait another second. Oh God, running to the altar like a truck star. Can wait another second. Oh God, running to the altar like a truck star. Can wait another second. Will you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me? Feel so holy.
Wow, what a talent Paige is. Check out Paige's website, Paige Warner, P-A-I-G-E, Warner at .ca. Or you can check her out. I think she's on most of the streaming services, certainly on Spotify, and has a lot of great music out there, and certainly worth a follow on social media as well. She's on Instagram. She posts a lot of stuff on Instagram if you want to follow her there. So check that out. Our Tuesday Live's good friend and photographer, Stan McCrae, did something a little different. If you follow Stan on Facebook, where he posts a lot of fantastic pictures almost every day, you'll notice that he has a few interests outside of nature photography, which he certainly does a fantastic job with. And Stan was lamenting to me the other day how much he misses this aspect of his life, and I know we're all missing it, and certainly I'm missing it, and I'm sure a lot of you are missing it as well. So Stan's captured some of it. So let's think back to fun times, and maybe think ahead as well to great times we'll have ahead. And I laid a little bit of a different track on it as well. So here's Stan McCrae's picks. Thanks, Stan. I knew Fishy Fish would take a shot at trying to name all those performers. Stan's certainly been to a lot of great concerts over the last little while, and hopefully we'll be back doing live concerts in the not too distant future as well. I'm certainly looking forward to that. I'm hoping we all get through this, and maybe we can take Tuesday Live out on the road and do some live shows and stream from the road, so to speak. I think that'd be a lot of fun as well. And one of our Tuesday Live regulars in the past has been a little bit of comedy he provides to us, and a little bit of news of questionable provenance. But let's turn it over to Tuesday Live News with Tim Farrell.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, September 8th, 2020, and this is the Tuesday Live News, serving the entire Long Sault, Lunenburg, and Ingleside Golden Triangle broadcast area. I'm Tim Farrell. One thing that the president did endorse was Secretary Tim's modernizing of many song lyrics. From now on, the following songs must be sung with these updated and appropriate changes. Herman's Hermits, Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Walker. The Bee Gees, How Can You Mend a Broken Hip? Bobby Darin, Splish Splash, I Was Having a Flash. Ringo Starr, I'll Get By With a Little Help from Depends. The Commodores, Once, Twice, Three Times to the Bathroom. Marvin Gaye, Heard It from the Grape Nut. Leo Sayer, You Make Me Feel Like Napping. Willie Nelson, On the Commode Again. Procol Harum, A Whiter Shade of Hair. Johnny Nash, I Can't See Clearly Now. Helen Reddy, I Am Woman, Hear Me Snore. And ABBA, Denture Queen. As many of you are aware, this week the Toronto Maple Leafs playoff hopes were dashed again with another first-round exit. Unlike other news media, this station will not pander to the groundswell of criticism and bandwagon jumping that is so prevalent with frustrated Leaf fans at this time. We will not promote such derogatory and mean-spirited sentiments as shown here. And just a reminder that new bylaws go into effect in the city of Waterloo tomorrow. If your dog poops, you must pick it up and carry it around for the rest of the day. Red squirrels must only drive slowly. This does not pertain to gray or black squirrels. I'm not even sure whether they're even allowed to drive. And finally, in an effort to thwart panic buying during the pandemic, families are limited to buying only 2 accordions for the foreseeable future. Another University of Guelph sociology study has released its findings. Women who carry a little extra weight live longer than men who mention it. And now a special feature. Tuesday Live News would like to offer a number of life hacks. Life hacks are little tips that can help you with problems or enhance things. When ordering food in a restaurant, tell the server to let the cook know that this order is for NHL legend Wayne Gretzky, and they will make it like way better. Owning a car is also so expensive, and when it is time to buy a new tires, here's what I do. I rent the exact same vehicle for an afternoon and then switch the tires. Saves about $900. With so many of us watching what food and drink we put into our bodies, many have turned to diet sodas to keep slim and trim. All you have to do is press this button on your soda lid and presto, your sugary pop is now a diet one, meaning you can drink till your heart's content.
Thanks for that, Tim. Some fantastic and informative and valuable information there. Certainly appreciate it. A month or two back, we had, we call it the Tuesday Live British Invasion, when we connected with a band from from the UK called The Stables, who are releasing a new CD, and they sent some music our way, and we had a chance to have a band from the UK perform on Tuesday Live. So let's hear it from The Stables.
This is a song called Hawthorne. Leave your same, look away. Burn your clothes, there won't be fate. I would only pack what I can take. Start a fire, lead a race, celebrate the seasons change. I would highly recommend you stay. Where all austerity and zeal with your faith look back and hold this day. Susan and her daughters will never know who they. Sleep all day, wake all night, turn your soul into your wife. I would happily prefer to hide. Hello, austerity, and leave with your fame. Scrub, look back, and hold this thing. Susan and her daughters will never know my name. Scrub the lights and hold this thing. Susan and her daughters will never know my Hawthorne, discard, all of the same. I forget my name. Hawthorne, discard, all of the same. I forget Hawthorne, discard, all of the same. I forget my name.
Thank you, Matthew and Daniel from The Stables, way over in the United Kingdom. Certainly appreciate them sharing their music with us, and you can find them online. Just search Stables Music, and you'll find their material. They also sell coffee, which I thought was kind of a neat merchandising idea for musicians. I don't know whether they ship it to Canada or not, but they sell fresh roasted coffees. That's kind of cool. Fishy Fish was asking what Emily Ann's big news is. Emily Ann's my daughter, and we found out on the weekend that her and her boyfriend Christian are engaged to be married at some point. So that's certainly exciting news around here. And since she gave me the A-OK to share it, I thought I'd share it with all of you here. So congratulations, Emily and Christian. Look forward to having Christian as part of our family, and hope to have a long, happy, healthy, and a life filled with love. Our couple of the characters on the show, Robbie, I got a little bit of a Robbie mashup coming up with some of Robbie's. Robbie became a bit of a storyteller over the last bit of the show, and also we also had the Oktoberfest visit from the Weidenloffel brothers from Bavaria, which was exciting as well. So I got a little sequence with that, and I hope the COVID doesn't jump in, but he may as well. So let's see what maybe Robbie has for us.
Oh, hey, Rob, and everyone out there in internet land. It's Robbie O'Spoon here from Dublin, Ontario, having a grand old time swilling the pigs and hilling the potatoes. Anyways, I'm at the Lickbo store and I noticed that there's these arrows all over the floor. And I followed them back and they took me straight back to where the Guinness was. And I thought, wasn't that nice? They put those arrows in to help the Irish fellas find their Guinness. I go a ways along and I come to this old stone bridge. And as I'm crossing, I hear this strange voice. Hey, young fella, where you headed in such a hurry? You know there's a toll of a swig of the whiskey you got there for crossing this bridge. I looks, and there's this old bridge troll standing there. That's right. I'd heard stories of trolls. They're quite common back home, but I'd never actually seen one. So I hands me Mickey to the toll troll, and I says, I be going to school, toll troll. And he says, school? What you be needing that for? Don't you like the swilling of the pigs and the hilling of the potatoes? He then looked at me suspiciously and said, you'll not be thinking of being a priest or nothing, are ye? Well, I looks at him and I'm thinking, he don't look like someone who would know me ma, but perhaps he dated her before she met Da. Anyways, I'm saying to him, no, Totro, I don't want to be a priest, I just want to learn the meaning of life. Then the troll laughed and laughed so loudly that the bridge shook and a few stones in the side of the bridge were jarred loose and splashed into the water down below. Finally he stops, grabs me by the shoulders, looks me in the eyes and says, I'll save you a lot of time and trouble, young fella. For another taste of your whiskey, I'll tell you the meaning of life. Now let me tell you, good thing he was holding on to me shoulders or I would have fell right over. I knew trolls were magical, but could they know the meaning of life? I hands him the Mickey, he takes a deep swig, then he looks at me and says, there's no meaning of life, you foolish young fella. Just find something you love and do it well. That's it. I was stunned. I sat there for a moment and I thought, well, I do love the swilling of the pigs and the hilling of the potatoes. Well, she pulls out this long stick with a wee bit of cotton at the end. I looks at that and I says, where you be going with that? I thinking I'm going to be bending over in a few minutes. Ooh, that frightened me a little bit. But all she says is, up your nose. Up me nose, I says. You need to be swabbing me brain, might be shorter to go in through me ear. Well, I failed the test, but that's good news. It came back negative, so no COVID for this fella. Oh no, I don't want any part of that, let me tell you. Well, it frightened me enough, and I was worried I'd spread it to the pigs, so much so that I thought I should wear a mask when I'm working. So I went down to the thrift shop in town and told the lady I was looking for a mask, and she had a nice one that came with a helmet in case a bag of potatoes falls on me head. You can never be safe enough these days, can you? The testing fella gets in, I start her up and we head out for me driving test. Turn left, the fella says, so I turns left and out of the corner of me eye I see the testing fella looking kind of shocked. I looks ahead and see a big hog hauler truck coming at us right in me lane. I'm thinking, maybe the steering wheel's on the left side so you can jump out into the ditch because it seems in Canada people be driving whatever lane they choose rather than on the proper left side of the road. By the time this licensed fella be yelling, get over, and I'm thinking, get over what? Me fear of driving head on into a big truck. But being the quick thinking fella I am, I pull out into the right lane, let the truck go by, then pull smoothly back into the left lane. The tester fella says, pull over. And I'm thinking, he's so impressed with me driving skill, he's going to be giving me my license right there and then. But he just tells me, get out of the car, slides over behind the wheel and drives away, leaving me standing there on the side of the road. But the folks are so kind and helpful. Well, just the other day I was riding my bike through town and an old fella waves at me and yells, hey, Irish fella, why don't you go back to where you came from? Well, I'm not sure what to make of that. But I turns me bike around and rides back to the farm on account of that's where I came from. I gets there, sure's enough, I'd left me purse on me room. Wow. I thought, how'd that townsfella know I'd forgotten me purse? It's a mystery to me, but I'd be so grateful to him for telling me. I'd pedaled all the way into the Lickbo store in Mitchell to get me Guinness, and then had to turn around and pedal all the way back to get me purse. Oh, that's right. I've eaten me potatoes 3 times a day. Hash browns, home fries, and potato pancakes for me breakfast. More home fries, French fries, potato soup, potato bread, and even a potato sandwich for me lunch. Oh, And for me dinner, every kind of potato you can imagine. Baked, roasted, fried, boiled, mashed, microwave, grilled, sliced, diced, rice, cheesy mashed, Duchess, Nochi, Hasselback, potato chips, Greek, dolphin, potato cakes, scallop potatoes, potato salad, potato skins, and au gratin, twice baked potatoes, and a big bowl of tater tots to nibble on while I be watching me telly. Oh, I loves me potatoes. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you, must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But if you come and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, and dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I will know, though soft you tread above me, and all my grave will richer, sweeter be. And you'll bend down and tell me that you love me, and I will rest in peace until you come to me.
Drink, drink, everyone drink. Raise up your glass in the house. Drink, drink, everyone drink. Raise up your hands in the house. I'll drink your beer and you'll drink mine. My wife, she likes a glass of white wine. I like beer and I like scotch. I like almost everything.
That's a very good song. Okay, people, it's that time again. Everybody stand up with your beer. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy, oi, oi, oi. Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy, oi, oi, oi. Ziggy, oi, zaggy, oi. Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy, oi, oi, oi. 1, 2, 3, super, Prost! Oh, that's good.
Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. And my poor heart aches with every step you take. Social bubble, social bubble, get inside your head, inside your head. Make you unhappy, make you unhappy. Make it hard for us to spray, hard for us to spray.
If I had a heart, it would be warmed by the sight of humans protesting about wearing masks. I love these people. Freedom, baby. Yeah, freedom. I'll wear a mask when they place it on my cold, dead face.
Break all your bubbles, the party's begun. The second wave of COVID. Take off your mask and help spread the fun. The second wave of COVID started in Wuhan, it's now #1. It's bound to infect you. Everybody has a chance to catch the second wave of COVID. Take off your mask. Get a little closer. Just think you're invincible and don't think about your grandmother. We'll take care of the weak, you just think about you. We're grateful for everything that you don't do.
Dog whistling Don says he's immune. After I made him sick, didn't change his tune. If you don't know now, you'll know soon. There's no Regeneron for you. Hooey, infections high, we're riding the waves. It is what it is. Are we gonna fly here, there, and everywhere? Hooey, infections high, we're riding the wave. It is what it is. Are we gonna fly here, there, and everywhere? Here, there, and everywhere. Here, there, and everywhere.
Speaking of friends, I have a brand new friend that I met through my another friend, Jeff Marchildon. Thank you, Jeff, for connecting me with this gentleman from, I believe he's up in North Bay. Fantastic, talented musician, and he plays out of his shack. So let's meet Waxy.
Hello folks, my name's Waxy and welcome to the Shack. Mac Beatty and his Ottawa Valley Melodiers, the Log Driver song. Timber! 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 There's a valley I know where the tall timber grows, where the Ottawa River flows swiftly along. In the spring, if you go where the headwaters flow, you can hear this old log driver song. Yo, hip, hip, ho, keep logs on the go, keep 'em rolling and twisting and send the spray high. Yo, hip, hip, ho, to the rapids below, where the Ottawa River flows by. In the long years gone by, when the red pine stood high, Kippawa to Black River, the timber did fall. In the spring of the year, when the big drive was near, you could hear this old log driver song. Yo, hip, hip, ho, keep logs on the go, twisting and send the spray high. Yo, hip, hippo to the rapids below, where the Ottawa River flows by. For the valley I yearn, and someday I'll return, where the Ottawa River flows swiftly along. And if I'm still alive, I'll go back on the drive and sing this old log driver song. Yo, hip, hippo, kick logs on the go, keep rolling and twisting and send the spray high. Yo, hip, hippo, to the rapids below, where the Ottawa River flows by. Yo, hip, hippo, keep logs on the go, keep rolling and twisting and send the spray high. Yo, hip, hippo, to the rapids below, where the Ottawa River flows by. Where the Ottawa River flows by. Where the Ottawa River flows by. Timber, timber, timber.
Woo! Boy, I love Waxy. Glad he became part of Tuesday Live. And if you love Waxy too, and I know everybody out there does love Waxy, check out his YouTube channel, Waxy Shack. It's fantastic. He's got all his videos compiled there, and you can check them out. And there's a number there we haven't even got to on Tuesday Live. And I know he's making more, so we're going to see more Waxy here in the future as well. Maybe I can lure him into making a Christmas tune or something as well. We're getting near the end here, folks, but we had one kind of really creepy edition of Tuesday Live. Was the Halloween edition, when Uncle Creepy sort of showed up from wherever he came from, his crypt, some people thought, his cottage, and did a song that I heard some people had never heard before. And anyone who's a child or someone who spent their formative years in the 70s and 80s couldn't have missed the Rocky Horror Picture Show and the song Time Warp. And this is Uncle Creepy taking a shot at Time Warp.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely, not too much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Oh, let's do the time warp again. Oh, let's do the time warp again. Let's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right. With your hands on your hips, you bring your knees in tight. But it's a pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Oh, let's do the time warp again. Oh, let's do the time warp again. It's so dreamy, oh, fantasy free me, so you can't see me. Oh, not at all. Oh, in another dimension, with voyeuristic intention. Oh, well secluded. Oh, I'll see it all. Oh, with a bit of a mind flip. Oh, you're into the time slip. Oh, nothing can ever be the same. Oh, you're spaced out on sensation. Oh, like you're under sedation. Yeah. Oh, let's do the time warp again. Oh, let's do the time warp again. Well, I was tapping down the street, just a having a think, when a snake of a guy got me an evil wink. Well, it shook me up, it took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. He stared at me and I felt a change. Time meant nothing, never would again. Well, let's do the time warp again. Oh, let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right. With your hands on your hips, you bring your knees in tight. But it's a pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Hey, 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 hey. Or let's do the time warp again. Or let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right. With your hands on your hips, you bring your knees in tight. But it's a pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Hey, 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 hey. Or let's do the time warp again. Or let's do the time warp again.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. That pretty well wraps up our show for tonight. Thanks to everybody for watching out there, and I certainly thanks to Karen Cantello for all the fantastic animation she does with COVIDi and all the other transitions as well. Certainly appreciate that. And don't forget, we're going to do some Christmas seasonal music the next few weeks. So get your requests in, or better yet, take your phone and record yourself doing something seasonal. You can even be decorating your Christmas tree if you want, or sing a song, do something, send it in. We'd love to share it with everybody else on the show, and get some new material going. I'm going to contact all of our fantastic contributors over the course of the last 38 episodes who've contributed to the show, and see if we can get some of them back to do some seasonal music as well. And I put together this little compilation of some of the artists that have performed on the show, and set it to one of my favorite original compositions. So I'll send you home with that. Again, thanks again for watching. If you come to the after party, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you next Tuesday. And appreciate it. Have a great week.
Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs some way to know that they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Only be here for a very short time, to lie in the sun and drink sweet wine and just love. It'll all be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. Deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Just gonna do, and if you join with me, well then we would make taken away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. You find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now. It's just love. It's hard to just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. Keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Just love. Just love. Just love. Just love. Thanks again for watching. Love all of you. We'll see you next week here on Tuesday Live.